All right.
Oops.
I decided to start going back through my.
I was exporting a video, and it just auto-played. That wasn't intentional that time. Sometimes it is intentional when I start these videos. That time that just popped up like coincidentally right after I hit record. All right, time for some more PNES reporting. You saw the video last night where there was, I had another 2 confirmed partial complex seizures entering the first stage of sleep, and I already know if I would have stayed there, it had kept happening again until my adrenaline reserves are depleted and I'm just wore out, or that's just about it. It's either that or just get up. So I got up. I was predicting that they might probably happen again. After I wait 5-6 hours and go lay back down again. And particularly trying to make sure that I'm not going to sleep when I've got that knot off. Well, that didn't work out. I did push myself to a limit and started nodding off again. And this time it was like for real knot off, not like a daytime narcoleptic thing. And I'm like, okay, it really is time to go lay down now. Because if I don't, I'll probably end up, falling out and laying on the couch. Not seizure style, but just literally just falling out because my body just, it's out. It's done. No more energy, no more calories left to burn. So to speak, not literal calories to burn, but, just my fuel tank is on empty and my engine stalled. I was going to stall. I felt it stuttering about to stall. So I went and lay down in bed. I didn't have any of those psychogenic, non-epileptic seizures into first stage of sleep. Let's see. I went to bed around 2:30 in the morning, and it was about 5:30 when I regained consciousness and realized I'm awake and I'm not going to be going back to sleep, so it's time to get up and start the day, start my cycle. So I did. I didn't feel all that. It didn't feel really any different from any other day or nothing, but I came and I sat down and I started going through that South Walton Fire District bill, and I'm like, man, something just smells like piss again. I bet, did I fucking piss myself? I'm feeling, I'm like, well, it's not wet, which is usually the thing that draws my attention to the fact that I urinated in my sleep. So that's why I didn't catch it when I first woke up. But I'm like, man, I think I pissed myself. So I pulled my underwear off and just double checked, and sure enough, fucking strong urine. I had a fucking, an actual hardcore seizure in my actual deep sleep. So you see what I'm getting at? If I don't push myself to limits, I can't fall asleep because I can't enter that first stage of sleep because of those adrenaline releases, which are psychogenic non-epileptic seizures, partial complex seizures in that particular category. But that seizure that caused me to urinate, that's a generalized seizure, and that was right in I want to say second stage of sleep, because I don't ever believe I made third stage of sleep. Rapid cycling or rapid eye movement, whatever. I never, because again, no dream, no nothing. Just I remember going to sleep, and I remember waking up, and there's nothing in between. So we're gonna assume that was a hardcore generalized seizure. You know what I'm saying? In my second stage of sleep. All right. So 2:30, 3:30, or 5:30. That's 3 hours. All right. Like I said, I'm logging this shit. And I'm not even doing any fucking drugs. I'm not even doing caffeine. I'm not even using caffeine other than just a tiny bit. That's in a little bit of tea that I drink occasionally. But I stopped the coffee, and I'm not even drinking the tea all day. I'm drinking a little bit of water or Kool-Aid or something to just avoid any kind of fucking substance anyone could say might be causing anything to myself, because I am just fucking determined to seek justice on this. I'm not so determined to seek justice I'm willing to fake it. No, what it is this is real. And I'm trying to seek justice for the doctors that are telling me they're not. That's what I want justice for. I want the doctors that are saying, well, how do you know you had seizures? In fact, that's one of the questions I get a lot lately. Like when I'm calling the emergency room and stuff, being like, hey, should I come in or not? Why? Well, I'm over here having partial complex seizures entering the first stage of sleep. And it's been like 2 or 3 days that I'm having narcoleptic seizures in the day. Should I come in? And they're like, what do you mean you're having seizures in your sleep? I'm like, yeah, psychogenic non-epileptic seizures entering first stage of sleep in certain situations, and again, these generalized seizures, in a deeper part of sleep. And they're basically, they're like, well, how can you prove it? How the fuck do you know what a seizure is? How the fuck do you, how you, they just, everything but belief in reality. Everything to try to fucking avoid responsibility and to just try to fucking sweep me under the rug and make me disappear. And I'm just like, oh, I just really need some help, man. And they're like, and so I even explained to them, I'm like, look, my seizures have been documented. Okay, they're real. All right, I've been going through them for 13 years now. These are happening, in a conscious stage of sleep, and these other ones are leaving, non-deniable symptoms of generalized seizure. Yeah, but I'm like, oh, stop that shit right now. I just gave you a reasonable, valid explanation for this whole thing, and all you do is fucking close mind, because you've already made your decision that I'm wrong even if I'm right. I can't stand that fucking shit in the medical community. I can't stand it. It's gonna cause me to start murdering doctors. And I need to go to that mental hospital for treatment for this. But I'm agoraphobic of it. I can handle that. I can handle the agoraphobia. What's keeping me from going to that hospital I know I'm just gonna get mistreated. I know I'm not gonna get any real help, any help for real. All they're gonna do is just deny everything. Okay, so anyway, so then I the way I get them to shut up, and it's real. I've actually done it just so that I'm not lying, and I got something to fucking pop up in there, some fucking evidence to fucking prove that I'm for real. So I'm fucking sick of this. Fucking everybody always calling me a liar all the time, even though, nothing but truth flows from my speech, man. After 39 years of everybody always doubting you, always calling you a liar, always assuming you're gonna do this when and your intent is this when, I'm innocent. I'm innocent, and in fact, until I actually do go and murder a police officer or doctors, I'm still innocent. Because this is all just thoughts. These are all just emotions. We're dealing with emotional dysregulation, and and I guess this is yeah. All right, I finally figured out what this is. because I see my sensation of wanting to murder this cop, this police officer, is almost non-existent this morning. Okay? That's not instability, because I still consciously hate that officer. I still consciously justify the emotions I had, and that I'm probably going to come back up to wanting to murder that officer. Just, it is what it is. But this is my whole life without correct medical treatment and all the stigma, all the fucking stigma. Shit. I forgot where I was going with this. Damn, I hate it when that happens. Oh yeah. So, alright, what are some coincidences though? I had all that emotional intensity, doing my best to consciously cope, adapt, and put it in its place and get my head straight. What did it do? It caused a generalized seizure in deep sleep, or in a deeper stage of sleep. Not entering, but in a deep stage. And I was having psychotic non-epileptic seizures until I wore myself out to that point. See what I'm getting at? The psychogenic non-epileptic seizures are real. And they don't necessarily happen on the spot when panic and terror hit. No, they affect me in the long run, because this is personal. I'm a child abuse victim. They are the law designed to protect us from the criminals, and they're letting the criminals get away with it, and they're harming victims because they're just too damn lazy to do their job right. It's so much easier to fuck child abuse victims in the system, because they're helpless and they usually don't even understand everything that's going on, because they don't get the stuff explained to them. They're just like, you're fucked up. Act normal, or, go to jail. And it's like, but what to do about all the abuse that happened to me as a child? What to do about the adults that got away with it? What about the fact that it continues to happen and increases in severity, and you guys just seem to take it out on me and let them get away with it, because it's so much easier to harm me than to do anything to them, because I'm out in public, because I'm innocent and I belong in society. So it's so much easier for them to find me and attack me and feel like they protected the people from a threat. Fuck protecting people from a threat. Actually protecting people from the humans that have harmed others. God bless America, police. Like I said, you doing it to yourselves. I have no love for police officers. Like I said, I respect the utility of the departments, but damn all those motherfucking demons to hell. So, this is Wednesday, the 26th of August, 2020. Okay, let's go through another day. Let's go ahead and try to get a normal sleep cycle again tonight, like I really try to do. Let's see if I have more non-epileptic seizures entering sleep, or if they happen after I sleep, or if I get a night without a seizure, or if I get any sleep at all. I'll report again on this tomorrow, but you can probably expect more of YouTube videos today because I've got nothing else to do but wait on this court date. And it is taking forever. Man, fucking leg. Ugh, anxiety. Ugh. I just stop. My fucking legs just keep. Stop that bug. Man. Oh, just as soon as I stop paying attention to it, my legs start doing this again. And like I said, and after I come out of them psychogenic non-epileptic seizures, entering first stage of sleep, man, my foot's twitching like this, and woo, man. And and what I was saying was, anyway, when they started that fucking shit about, how do you know you're having seizures in your sleep? Aside from experience, evidence, logic, and everything else, I do set up a camera in my bedroom when I sleep, because this is nothing new, and I've watched some of the more problematic nights on video, and I am indeed having seizures in my sleep. They shut up when I say that. They better not even fucking argue anymore with that, because like I said, now we're talking about collected data, what I'm saying, that's physical evidence sitting right there on that hard drive and on the internet now. Well, no, the nighttime monitoring videos aren't on the internet, because those are like 3-hour long videos, and 99% of that is me in bed. Seizures don't take more than a handful of moments to a handful of minutes. So when I get to that point, though, then they're kind of like, well, you got to make your own decision. And I'm like, all right, my decision is to go to that store, buy the correct medication, and come home and take care of myself outpatient. That's my decision. Well, why didn't you go do it? Medical malpractice, victimization, stigma. Well, I can't really help you. Then why are you work at a hospital? Why you work in healthcare if you can't help me? Because this is a health condition, medical condition. Don't even argue. Seizures are a medical condition. Anybody who says they're not, those motherfuckers off in La La Land. Those motherfuckers off in La La Land. So it's funny. When I used to have generalized seizures in public, somebody next to always call 911. Woo, 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 woo. $5,000 ambulance bill and $35,000 hospital bill later, just to have it happen a few weeks later. Over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. You would think after several of these seizures like this, the hospital would be like, look, he's been seeing a neurologist for 6 months, and his seizures are only increasing. There's something else wrong here. So honestly, all these medical bills aren't my fault. They're not. Because nobody caught this but me. Take that back. One psychiatrist a long time ago, like I said, caught this because he started prescribing me Ativan every time I come in. I never really met that doctor that I remember. And when he talked to me, like I said, the problem with that was he left it shrouded in mystery as to what was going on, leaving me helpless to, have any power and control over the situation. And he made me feel ashamed to need them, ashamed to take them, and ashamed if I continued needing them after a certain point. or actually doomed if I needed them past a certain point. Like, not doomed because of the medical condition, but doomed because I continue to take the medication. That's some fucking stigma shit right there. So he had the diagnosis in the right direction, but his humanity, his emotional treatment of me, took my socialized anxiety disorder to a new level. And since then, now they won't admit it's an anxiety or they won't give me the Ativan. Unless, like I said, I get to talk to a good neurologist. But that's twice. And again, they're not really good neurologists now because they're not leaving me with any outpatient treatment at all. They're literally fucking tossing me out of the hospital to handle this cold turkey. And I'm like, executive functioning disorder, you guys. Inability to transport myself. Fear of stigma and abandonment. Help me get to that next step. Point me in the right direction. Please don't let me leave here without an outpatient appointment with a psychiatrist, and I'm talking like within the next couple of days. Or you really need to keep me here and continue treating me, but you're not treating me, so I gotta go. You see how bad this hospital system is, and then they charge you, $100,000 for 3 or 4 days to do what? To manhandle me, sticking me with big needles when I don't submit and be their little bitch, and then get choked when I fucking stand up for myself and be like, look, motherfuckers, you're not coming at me to physically harm me, because that's against the law. I have every right to defend myself. If you press charges on me, when I get out of jail, I'm gonna kill you. I didn't say that stuff, but this is my mindset now. You do this fucking shit to me and I go to jail for it, I get out, I'm murdering you. That's why that officer needs to be very careful. And that judge does too. So I go to jail for this. I'm not saying I'm going to murder him the day I get out of jail. But I'm dedicating my life to it. And to try to do it and avoid criminal punishment. Other people get to do it. Why can't I? If anybody's earned the right to remove someone else's life on demand, I believe it's not me. But I'm taking possession of that right as Joshua Demers. I believe that I don't have the right to physically harm another human. They don't have the right to do that to me. They don't get punished for violating my rights. Fuck their rights. I want to murder somebody. I'll make sure it's worth it. If the cost risk positive, you're gonna die. And I don't have any guns yet. Not even completely committed to that decision to go get guns I made yesterday. I'm likely going to do it. Not as panic and terrorized and everything as I was yesterday, but the point remains valid. You know what I'm saying? I need a gun. I don't know if I'm going to get one, because I don't always get what I need. In fact, most times I don't get what I need. So, anyway, what I'm saying is, If I ever do get out of jail, though, for going back in innocently, there's no question about me getting guns. If they ever lock me up again when I'm innocent, they better keep me in there for life or just go ahead and execute me. Because when I get out, I am going to get a gun, and I am going to murder whoever is responsible for putting me in jail innocently again. That's it. No more. Done. It's over. The justice system violates my rights again, and I am going vigilante. I'm an activist as of yesterday. The moment I get sent to jail for being for another false conviction, I am going to become a vigilante. Fuck the police. Fuck the police. Fuck the doctors. And fuck Jim Ward. We'll give him one more chance. Actually, I'm not giving him a chance. I don't know. I gotta still work on that. When I say give him a chance, like I said, I'm going in there fucking straight up child abuse victim and stigma victim. But I'm going to be very harsh about it. If the judge is humanitarian, he'll see the error in the officer's way and reward me. I doubt he's going to do that because he's a bad judge. I'm already expecting, again, that's why like I said, I'm not getting guns tomorrow, not getting guns next week. But when I get out of jail for this, I'm getting a gun and I'm going after that officer. That's why I really don't need to go to court. That's really why I need to just fucking disappear. But I'm not going to do that. I'm too much of a man, and I believe too much in my constitutional rights that are constantly been violated by our government and the police officers that are stealing our taxes to harm and hurt our citizens while being corrupt political activists. Fuck the police. I'm out.